So let's talk about the yellow cabs. Who's being disrupted by this innovation? You want to have a conversation, get a cab driver to talk about Uber or some of these things, and you'll get an earful. So let's talk about sort of the incumbent defending their territory, how that's playing out.
Well, this is it is
Disruption 101.
a battle that happens a lot, which is the industries that see new innovation, want to resist it, and they use every means possible that they can. I think another example of this is what happened with voice over IP. Things like Skype offer this amazing service, amazing advantage for consumers, and the telcos, AT&T and all the rest, really resisted it, and they used organizations like the PUC to help resist that change. I think a similar dynamic is at work right now, where we've got objections by, the objections that are made against us and Lyft and Uber don't come from the public. They come from, people who have a lot to lose by having innovation happen in the marketplace.
And that's been pricey for you. You've been fined, what, $20,000? I read at one figure that the regulatory issues in California have cost you $500,000 fighting some of the fines.
Yeah, the fines. So here's, just to recap, the California regulators, PUC, have sent cease and desist notices to us, Uber, Lyft, and Tick and Go, fined 3 of us. And while there are those fines out there, to be honest, what's very expensive, and we haven't paid these fines, what's really expensive is simply engaging with regulators. We are a startup.
The lawyers are expensive.
Lawyers, just the bandwidth of having to pay attention to it, that is the expensive part. And we are innovators. We are looking for new ways to make these systems better and really transform transportation. And here's we estimate about $500,000 that have gone towards these regulatory engagements.
And what's their beef? That you're not regulated? What's the problem?
Well, I think you
don't have a license to do what you're doing?
The PUC basically sent us a note saying that we should stop operating because we don't have a license for what they refer to as a charter party carrier, which is kind of a regulatory code thing for the same as a limo company. And, we were sent a response saying there's nothing to cease and desist. We don't have any cars. We don't have any drivers. We are an information provider. We provide matching up of riders and drivers. And so I think there's been a fundamental, this is a new medium, and this new medium needs new rules. That viewpoint is one that I think regulators in the beginning don't understand. We've seen the same thing in Philadelphia, in Austin, and undoubtedly.
In Austin, they're trying to make it illegal. In Philadelphia, they did a sting operation on your company?
Yes. So in Philadelphia, weekend before last, there was a sting operation where it wasn't against, well, I guess, from their perspective, it was against our company, but they impounded the vehicles of 3 drivers. They fined each of them $1,000. One of them they fined $2,000. They sent us fines as well. In Austin, they've sent us a cease and desist, and the city council has made it possible for the taxi enforcers to impound vehicles as well. And so I think what happened in California is we went from an attitude of the regulators to, hey, you can't do that, we're going to shut you down, to, oh, okay, wait a minute, we get it. This is a new medium. We need new rules. Let's have a conversation about what this new medium is like, what the right rules should be for it, and how do we benefit California through this new capability. And that's the approach we want. We want to talk to these folks. We're not knee-jerk libertarians. We're not saying there's no role for government. We just think that there needs to be a way to encourage innovation rather than thwart it.